Here's an example of Udipan. Radha and Krishna are walking through the Grishma Ritu, is how I started on my tangent. And and the sun is shining, it's very, very hot. Now, this blazing sun and this season are not so much anukulya or favorable for romance. This feature of nature, blazing, scorching hot sun and hot heat being overheated, it's not very encouraging. It doesn't excite. It's not udipan. It doesn't uto. It doesn't excite the heart of the lover or beloved. But the same Radha and Krishna are walking through the monsoon forest, because there's 6 seasonal forests, Sad Ritu Van, around the Radhakund. I mean, actually in Lita's Van, I believe, Lita Anandara Van. There are these 6 seasonal forests, are all around, but I think inside there. So they go inside this. They visit these 6 seasons. So when they come in the Sharad Ritu, the fall season, then they're walking in the same, they're walking along together. Now it's the deep forest, and then it's night, and the moon is shining through the trees, and just kind of small little moonbeams are dancing on Radharani's golden face, and Krishna is seeing her, and he's thinking, and now now the moon has become an udipan, a stimulant, an excitant for the vibhav, alamban. Alamban means foundation. The word alamban means the foundation. There's no ras without people. So the foundation of ras is people. So that vibhav, so vishesh means vishesh. We say vibhav means it all begins here. The necessary element. Because already, automatically, from birth, everyone has certain kind of set emotional relationships. So that's called stairati. But when they talk about rasa tattva, they always start, it's very interesting, because by my Western logic, I would start talking about because I don't know what I'm doing, but because I even thought, I would start talking about the topic of the 5 elements of rasa by starting with sthayi. Because I thought, that we're going to talk about Madhura Ras, and this is what Madhura Ras is, the Stairati, explaining all of what it is, and that's what this whole chapter, this Stairati chapter, Sthayi chapter here, you can see this, these are the subjects in the Stairati japa, chapter. The causes for Madhura Rati and the types of and all these things. But all of our acharyas, they start not with the stairati, but with the vibhav, which means the people. So that means that's the most important of the 5 bhavas. The most important thing is the vibhav, the hero and the heroine, and then they have their stairati of Madhura Ras. So this is the first component is vibhav. And he just says that in Ras, the vibhav is known as the cause of relishing rati, or love, prem. And they take the form of the support, alamban, having 2 types and stimuli, udipan. So then he says, alamban. Any object, the alamban is to be Krishna as the object of love, and his devotees as the experiencer of love, subject. Prema Ashraya, like we say, alamban, vibhav, alamban, prem ashraya. The shelter of prema is the devotee, generally. It changes sometimes, but it's the devotee. Radharani is the Madhura Ras ashraya, and the vibhav. And then the vibhav vishaya, prema vishaya, the one who receives Radharani's love. She's the reservoir of love, and the recipient or the subject of love is Krishna. He's the vibhav. So then he says that the udipans, they are things. He says udipans are things. In other words, vibhav alamban. Radhe ma. The vibhav alamban are the people, persons, Radha and Krishna. then the Vibhav Udipan are the things. Moonshine, seasons, clothing, flute, many things. So he just says that the things which nourish the bhav. And then when the heart becomes overwhelmed by loving feelings and bhavas in relationship to Krishna, either directly or indirectly, the learned call this sattva. Then that's sattvic, the sattva, we discussed that. The transformations which arise from this sattva are called sattvic bhavas. Crying and trembling and changing color, all that. So, we'll read, so he just says, it's a very summary thing. He just says the 8 sattvic bhavas are paralysis, that means becoming stunned, perspiration, erect body hairs standing on end, choking of the voice, trembling, changing color. Changing color doesn't mean you go from red to green or blue to purple, or maybe blue to purple, but you just some shade. Like when someone is afraid, they say in the West, if someone's very afraid, they turn white, they become very pale. They're white-skinned people. So Indians, they may have golden or brown color skin or whatever. So in different times, different emotional situations, in fear or happiness, there's certain glow and tinge or hue of color overtakes or is expressed through the chamri, through the skin or complexion. So if someone is very angry, their eyes may get red and their skin may flush with a reddish color because of the increase of blood flow, which makes it because of anger. So in these different emotional exchanges of Radha and Krishna, sometimes the sattva, their existence, their being becomes disturbed by different emotions, and so their body shows different colors. There's one beautiful name for Radharani that's called Kunkumangi.